Welcome back to Bingo Breaks. Yesterday, Kyle was the first person to get bingo, and he will be getting all of those cards that were drawn as we went through the numbers. Now we are going to continue with our bingo game and see who comes into second place. Here's the first card for the second place winner, and it will be an Oakland A's World Series card from Fleer 1990. We will draw a number. The number is B12. Who's got a B12? Nothing for Paul. Nothing for Devin. There's one for Sanjay. Now this is interesting. In the first couple of practice experimental runs that I did, one player actually only got 2 cards. And actually, if we were to pull a B4 right now, then Sanjay would only end up with 2 cards. And that's the weird thing about bingo. With all of these numbers drawn already, Sanjay could still win because he only needs one more number. We have Ron Darling from 90 Fleer. And let's see what number we get. We have I-24. The odds of that happening are pretty slim, but, well, the odds are 1 in however many numbers are left. That was I-24, right? There's one for Paul, nothing for Devin. There is one for Sanjay. Next card is Kurt Young. Next number is N37. In the experiments that I did, it seems like the second place winner actually received the fewest cards out of anybody. We have one for Paul, nothing for Devin, and one for Sanjay. Sanjay now has 2 different directions where he only needs one more number. It seems like second place was the easiest one to wrap up getting a bingo, and then third and fourth place took a long time to get there. We have Kurt Wilkerson, and the number is, so that just means that whoever was in second place was really close to almost having bingo. I-16 is the number. And who has an I-16? Nothing for Paul, nothing for Devin. There is one for Sanjay. Look at how much more quickly that's filling out. We have an 87 Fleer checklist. When we get a checklist, why don't we add another card to that? And we're going to put Pat Combs. Why not? Let's draw a number. We have I-29. Let's see who has I-29. Nothing for Paul. There is one for Devin. And nothing for Sanjay. Devin, it looks like you have 2 different directions now where you only need one more number to win. But at this point, you guys probably want it to take longer. We have Eric Davis. The longer it takes, the more cards you get. We have N33 as the next number. Who has an N33? There's one for Paul. Nothing for Devin. There is one for Sanjay. Next card we have is Ray Ordonez. Let's see what number we get. We have O69. Let's see who has an O69. Nothing for Paul, nothing for Devin, nothing for Sanjay. So that's good for you guys. We're just adding more cards. Here's Brian Harvey. All of these cards will be combined with whatever you win in the next round, which will be actual brand new cards from brand new packs. We have B5 as the number. Who has a B5? There is one for Paul. That's it. Nobody else has a B5. Next card is Alfredo Griffin. Next number is I-30. Let's see here. Nothing for Paul, nothing for Devin. There is 1 for Sanjay. Next card we have is a Rangers card, Rick Helling. Let's see what the number is. We have only pulled 3 numbers for G, and that's why Paul has not received any of them. 52, 53, and 55. Okay, just had to double check to make sure I hadn't missed anything. N45 is the next number. In regular bingo, you're responsible for marking your own, and then that was N45, right? N45, nothing for anybody. Yeah, in regular bingo, you mark your own marker, and the first person to shout out bingo after they've gotten it is the one who wins. Billy's Sample is the next card, and there's only one winner in regular bingo. We have G46. We will probably start seeing a lot of the letter G because we haven't pulled very many of them yet. G46, nothing for Paul. There's 1 for Devin and 1 for Sanjay. Let's pull the next card, which is a checklist. So we add 1 more, and that is a Tom Seaver. Let's see here. We have dropped G49. Let's see who has a G49. There is 1 for Paul. Nothing for Devin. Nothing for Sanjay. I'm going to turn off the heater just a moment. Okay, the heater is off. The desk is right next to the heater, so it gets rather warm pretty quickly here. Okay, the next card is Russ Swan. And time for a new number. The number is I-28. Who has an I-28? Nothing for Paul. Nothing for Devin. Nothing for Sanjay. That's also the way it goes with bingo. When a lot of times when you get towards the end, you'll draw a number and nobody will need it. We have Ernie Witt. The number is B9. No, that's B4. I should remake this one because that's the second time I've seen B4 and thought it was a B9, but we already drew B9. Who has a B4? There we go. Sanjay has a B4 and Sanjay has a bingo. So these are the cards that are going out to the second place for Sanjay in our practice round. Thank you guys for watching. Come back tomorrow and see if Devin or Paul is the third place winner and who or how many cards there are for fourth place. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.